Hello everyone, in this video I will present you how to install Syson version 2 on your local computer from the latest source code. In order to install Syson, you have to have all the necessary libraries and application installed on your computer and also have a GitHub token. So which are those libraries? You have to have Git, JDK, Node.js, Maven, Turbo, Docker. On a Windows computer, you also have to set the allowance for long path. This is how you can do that. And you also need to create a token on GitHub. If you don't know how to do that, please refer to the serious web installation video where I explain everything in details. So imagine that you have all those things installed on your local computer. So the next step you need to do is to download the source code. In order to do that, you have to have an empty folder. So I have an empty folder here, and I will just execute this git clone command. So this will download the source code. So as you can see, I have this syson folder which I need to change to. It is change directory command, and then I can see that all the code is here. So far so good. So the next thing you have to do is to log into npm library with your git username. This is it. And the token I just generated, which will be this one. The answer will be that I logged in into that scope. So far so good. So the next step we need to do is run this npm configuration command to use bash.exe as a shell script. So far so good. And then run the npm ci command to download all the libraries necessary for the front end of Syson. It will be, I think, quite fast. We'll see, roughly half a minute or so. So we just have to wait a little bit for that. Okay, so as you can see, the couple of libraries, everything seems fine. So then we have to enter this npx turbo run build command. This will build the front-end code. So we have to wait a little bit. Installation has succeeded, so it installed something that was missing, and then it basically builds all the stuff that is necessary. So what does it do? It has a couple of TypeScript files, and it compiles them into JavaScript, into a single JavaScript file. It also generates some CSS files, I think. So that will be basically like a web front end. And what we would like to achieve is to have this web front end that we just built. We also want to build a backend front end. We want to kind of put them together into a single file and run them on your local computer. So that's the goal. So as you can see, it finished in like 42 seconds. It was very fast. So then what we want to do is what we built here to copy into the backend part so that we can create a single file. So in order to do that, just start bash. It's like very hackish, but okay. Create a directory here in the backend and copy all the front-end code into the backend. Done, and we just exit. That's fine. So now the backend part contains everything. Now we just have to compile it. So in order to do that, what we need to do is to set the user to my GitHub username, obviously use yours, and set the password to the token that we generated. Okay, so far so good. And then the only thing you need to do here is execute this Maven command. This will build all the backend code together with the front-end code into a single jar file. So that's basically so very easy. Normally you shouldn't have any kind of errors here, I think. it will download a bunch of jar files. If you see like errors, then please check that the password is set correctly and the username is set correctly. So username should be your GitHub user, the password should be your token that you generated. So yeah, as you can see, it is being able to download those Java libraries. It will take some time first. When you run it a second time, it will take a little bit more time. As you can see, everything is successful, so build success. That's great, this is what we wanted. So what we want to do is to, sorry, there was this typo here, to change directory this backend application, syson application, this is what we wanted, and start Docker, so Docker compose up. What it will do, it will start a PostgreSQL and start the jar file that we just generated, basically. And yeah, we need to build it a little bit. Okay, so it says it is already started. So we go to this localhost 8080, enter, and yeah, maybe a Control F5 is required because I had previously on the same port running the serious web application. So here we already have something like SysML version 2. Okay, so left mouse click. What can I do here? Well, I can create part definition. That's great. Then I can create like a, not another part, okay, maybe another part definition and a part usage, and then I can somehow connect them. I mean, I don't know anything about SysML version 2. I am familiar with SysML version 1. 2, I know it's different, but like, okay, can we create like an attribute, like, yeah, name or something? Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so as you can see, it works on some level. You can play with it, you can try it out. Obviously, it will improve a lot over time. This is our expectation. But yeah, so you can start playing with this. And if you have any problems, please just write me a message. I am happy to help you. See you guys.